Hello, my name is Jenna and I've been diagnosed with Asperger's since year 3 and a lot has happened since then. To put it simply, living with... sorry. Wrong slide. I forgot to change it. Okay. To put it simply, living with autism has its ups and downs. One of its hardships is socialising. I find on a daily basis, on a normal school day, by lunchtime I'm ready to go to bed, because my brain has been through so much that it's just ready to just go. It's hard to concentrate on things as well when there's so much going on. Like if I'm in public, you've got the cars going and the people talking and dogs barking, and I'm just there trying to focus on walking and trying not to fall over and trying not to bump into people. It's tiring, it really is. But I am working on my social anxiety. For example, I'm here in Brighton talking to you, and last week I went to go and watch Blood Brothers with school in Birmingham Hippodrome, and I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Now, I haven't been to my world in years, but I thought that I might as well tell you about it because it's one of my experiences of having autism. So when I was in mainstream school, for a while I used to close off from a lot of people and a lot of the world and kind of go into my own head and my own world. From what I can remember, my world was a kingdom. I was the queen, my name was Crystal, and my kingdom was full of rabbits that looked like chickens and chickens that looked like rabbits. I used to spend my days there. Like it was to the point where if I was finding it hard to sleep, I would go into my own head and I would sleep throughout the night. But since going to the Ark, I realised that I don't have to shut people out. People are different from different experiences that everybody has had. And my mum told me while I was writing this that she remembers me telling her that my world was, in my world, everyone wasn't mean and they were all nice. So, yeah. Beautiful transition, it's amazing. So what I mean by this is I can recognise people by colours. Like I'm blue, my mum is black, my brother is red. So a lot of the time I can look at people and I can think of them as a colour, whereas other times I can look at someone and think, I don't know what colour I have for you. It depends on what my brain thinks about you and what it registers you as. For example, a lot of people are green because I enjoy their company. Like if I enjoy your company equally to the other person, then you're both green. Or it's oranges and yellows, like it's a different variation of each different colour. I did put in, yeah. So, if you don't know, I have a huge imagination to the point where I find it really hard to sleep because my brain's just going constantly 24/7. But on the other side, I have around 10 to 20 stories that I've just created off the top of my head, or I've had a dream, and I'm like, I could use that. But, and my drawings as well, I draw, and I also paint. I've started painting on different frames, so then it gives me that, it's kind of like therapy. Like if I'm really anxious that day, I will go and paint something, or if I feel really sad, I would go and draw. And it helps, but a lot of my characters as well that I've created, they have personalities based on different experiences I've had. So if I've had a bad experience and I've thought of a character, then that is what their personality will be. Or I will have a really good experience, another character, and their personality will be very happy. It's how my brain organises my different emotions, but through my imagination and my character building. For me, I find a lot of things nerve-wracking, like cars, planes, boats, bridges, a lot of vehicles, because my brain, automatically thinks of the worst. Like I find elevators really bad as well, because it's just the automatic fear of this is going to crash, we are all going to die, it's the end. But I found kind of an escape from that, which is my music. If I'm in a public place or in the car, or I've never been on a boat, but on a boat, I will put my music on and it kind of soothes my anxiety a bit, and it's like, oh, we're not going to. Or if I've been, another way that it kind of helps is if I'm being told of something beforehand, like a week before or 2 days before, because then my brain kind of knows this is what's going to happen, this is how we're going to do it, okay. And yeah. So, this has been mentioned quite a bit. So I want you to imagine something that really gets your nerves going, like what really gets you anxious. And then I want you to imagine having that lingering over you every day, all night, every year, you know. That's practically how it is for me every day. Like I wake up and I'm anxious. Halfway through the day, I am anxious. Even if it's something that I like my paintings, there is still anxiety. But I've figured out if I sleep really well, the next day I will be sort of fine. Like I won't feel my anxiety, and then it will come back and it's like, okay, well. And then it just depends on what mood I'm in. Like if I'm really excited, like right now, I can't feel any emotion. But if I'm really sad, then my anxiety is just like, we're going to make you even more sad. Ooh. Since going to the Arc has been an amazing experience. I've had a boost in confidence and education, and it has been one of the best times that I've ever had, because it's just having a place where teachers can listen to you and they will take into consideration what you have said is a big thing for anyone. And having that when I joined is such a big thing, because I never had that throughout my whole mainstream experience. No one's ever listened, but coming to school, having a problem and them sorting it is such a big help. And I appreciate that in so many ways. And that's, to be honest, with anyone, like any adult, any child, for someone to sit there and say, right, you have a problem, this is how we're going to solve it, is that okay with you, is a big deal. And it helps so much with my anxiety, because if it is a problem and it's like, I don't want to bother you, and they're like, no, it's fine, then it kind of, it calms me down a bit. But I do appreciate the school in a lot of ways, so